All right, guys, Good Boy 32 here. Check it out. What we're looking at is a combo pack sent to me by Sightmark. Now, one of the very first red dots that I ever did a review on was this guy right here. This is the Sightmark M-Spec Reflex sight. I've shot the living daylights out with this thing. I mean, literally, I've never had any complaints with it. I've beat it up, as you can see, and it has just kept on the ticking all day long. As a matter of fact, I used this on the red dot competition between Not the ATF and myself, and if you saw the video on that, it was quite a long video, but I ended up winning that little deal right there. So with the refined, beautiful little red dot that's in there, with all the different power levels, hold on, let me see if I can get that to focus in. That guy literally did a great job. Now, this is their Sightmark. This is the Wolverine series. This is the 1x28 FSR liquid crystal display. I'm guessing that's what it means. Red dot sight. Now, this is a box opening. There's a two-part series. We're going to do the box opening and show you what's in the box, what comes with the box, give you an idea of what this sight looks like from a perspective of just, you know, here it is. Then what I'm going to do while we're here is I'm going to mount it on two different rifles or pistols, whatever you want to call these things. Now, this thing is equipped with Yankee Hill machine backup iron sights right here. And then another thing that I want to do is place it on this guy right here that has the M-Bus backup iron sights. And the reason I want to do that is I want to ensure that the magnifier right here clears these things. Now, let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and open this deal. We'll go ahead and look at the details as best we can. And then part two is going to be in the field where I'm actually going to have some guest people, shooters, come in and give me their assessment as well, so that we do have a third-party deal. The one thing that I'm really impressed with is the 2 MOA dot. Now, MOA, that means at 100 yards, that dot is going to cover 2 inches. Single-piece housing, aircraft-grade aluminum, rubber armored outer shell, powered by a single AA battery, up to 1 million hour battery life. Okay, I guess that's on super low. Adjustable reticle brightness, fully multi-coated optics, shockproof, fog-proof, waterproof, locking, and quick detach mount. Now, what information I don't catch in this video, we will go ahead and cover in the upcoming range review. Comes in a good box right here. Here are some specifications here. The reticles, 2 MOA magnifications, 1 objective lens is 28mm, eye relief is unlimited. The MOA is 1/2 MOA adjustments, not bad for a red dot. Windage elevation is you got 128 max, elevation is 128 max, maximum caliber is up to 308. Battery type is AA. The nice thing about AA is that well, if you have problems finding a AA, you have problems finding any store in America. Dimensions 4.4 inches by 2.9. The weight is 13.2 ounces. That's a good thing. I don't have to break out the scales. The rubber lens cover, riser, and absolute co-witness in height. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this thing. I went ahead and took care of getting rid of the little tape piece there. All right, so this tells you a little bit about what we've got here. These are the different models, the Wolverine FSR and the CSR series. This is the FSR, which I believe is the bigger one. Here's your instruction manual, which has some pretty cool stuff in here. There's your instruction manual on how to install the battery. The QD mount, I like that because it shows a lock. There's the adjustment nut on there. On-off activation. To turn the unit on, press and release the up arrow on the brightness controls. To turn the unit off, press and hold the up arrow for 5 seconds. The unit will automatically shut off after 12 hours to save battery life. That's good to know. I can't tell you the number of times on these more economical red dots I've actually left the damn thing sitting in the safe, come out, dead battery. Brightness controls, here we go. Wolverine FSR and CSR offer 10 brightness settings, 8 daytime and 2 night vision modes. Settings 1 and 2 can be used with the generation 1, 2, and night vision devices. That's good to know as well. And settings 3 and 4 are best for low light indoor environments, while 5 and 10 are best through outdoor environments. All right, so you got 2 different mounting heights. You can go absolute co-witness or a low profile mount. There is the QD attachment, and we'll go through this whole thing. So anyway, I'm trying to buzz through this thing because not a lot of people have the time to sit around and watch this thing. We're 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the video. All right, it comes wrapped up like this. Check that out. Not bad. You know what's really nice is that rubber coating is cool. and it does have some heft to it. Usually when you have anything with glass involved, and it's heft, that means it's good quality. Like bikini lens covers, the flip-ups, just get rid of them. I hate those things. Me personally, not bad. Looking at that, it is, they got the threads here for a kill flash. And there's your on-off, tethered windage and elevation knobs. I like that, or the covers. I like that protection right there, you can see all the way down. I like this little ridge right here in case your rifle catches something, it's going to fly over top of it. That's good to know. All right, there's your turrets. There's your attachment screws, and there is, I like that, you've got a positive locking. Now watch this. Very nice. Go ahead and do that. Now this absolute co-witness riser, you can go ahead and pull that off with these screws right here, and you can have a low mount. All right, so let's see what else comes in the box here. We've got some screws. We've got an Allen wrench. Install the battery just like this. That's not tethered, so you need to be careful. You're going to go positive in, negative out. And I like the fact that you've got a AA battery. You know, even if it doesn't last 50 million hours, as the manufacturer suggests, you've got a AA battery, so you're not trying to find something that's out of the ordinary. Okay, so there we go. As you can see, there's the dot. And go ahead and take it down to settings and bring it up to 10. And all the while, that is a 2 MOA. And you know, here we go, we'll bring it down. There we are. Outstanding. Now, as you can see, there's a projector in it right up there on the top right there. So that's where the projector is, and it just flashes on there. Okay, great. All right, so let's take a look at the elevation and windage knobs. What I'm going to do is grab my little trusty screwdriver here. I want to listen to see how the adjustments are going to be. If you can hear that. Very nicely done. All right, so I guess they're tactical in their adjustments, and 1/2 MOA adjustments we'll see as we zero the thing out. And typically, if it's a red dot, I'm going to zero it at 50 yards, the same as I would for any type of iron sights. Now let's just see real quickly while we are here. I want to pull out a 5.56 casing, and I want to see, because that's really cool, is that you're able to use an empty shell casing or a casing that's laying around for the adjustments. Okay, excellent. All right, so we're looking at this thing, and it's a setup for absolute co-witnesses, which is the way I like my stuff. Now, nicely built, my impression of it is it's very hefty indeed. And like the thing said, the specs on it, this particular portion is 13.2 ounces. So that's a lot of weight to carry around, but I'm going to tell you something. Usually that means that it can withstand some damage. And guys, here's the thing. I'm not going to take this thing out and beat the living snot out of it. I think that's disrespectful to any kind of red dot, but what I'm going to do is I definitely will put it through its paces. And if it holds 0 through what we're going to be doing, then great. So we'll go ahead and put these things back on here real quickly. All right, so let's take a look and see what it looks like mounted on the rifle itself. So we're going to go ahead and pull this adjustment here, and this is the way it's supposed to be put on here. And of course I may have to do some adjustments, but that's fine. But there you go. Not bad. Kind of big, but you know, comparatively speaking to some other red dots, I like it. I think it's pleasing to the eye. Let's see. Pull it up here and see how it looks. And it's very intuitive on the aiming. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at this, because I want to go ahead. I'm doing the unboxing for this as well. Now, this is the 3-power magnifier. Let's get rid of this thing real quickly. And it comes with this nice wrench. Let me open this. Now, this is new. This is pretty cool. There's your XT-3 tactical magnifier. And this is something that I really like to see here. Ejected lens, flip mount, locking, quick detach lever, elevation and windage, adjustment eyepiece, and adjustable nut. Pull this thing out. See what we're looking at, nicely wrapped. It does not have any type of lens covers. So I'll tell you this right now, this thing is heavy. Let's go ahead here. Increases magnification of accompanying sights, hand adjustable windage and elevation, aircraft grade aluminum, rubber, and armor outer shell. Ooh, that's rubber. That is neat. Let's take a look at this. I like that. It's got a nice positive and a lock right there. Fully multi-coated optics. Multi-coated, shockproof, waterproof, flip to side, locking, quick detach Picatinny mount. Now, the way they've got this thing set up is it is going to rotate to the right. What I want to see, however, is will it work in conjunction with different sights. So what let's do is we're going to go ahead and remove this thing. So what I want to do, so here's my first thing I can see, is that it does not like to work with the Yankee Hill backup iron sight. And to me, that's not going to work very well. Well, it barely works in there. Now these are relatively high in the way they are. I would love to see if that thing can come back a little bit. Let's get rid of this thing, and let's pull out the other most common rear backup iron sights and see how it works. Okay, so that makes me feel better. So that's going to be where that thing goes. And then this bad boy will go right up here in the front of it. Pretty neat. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to take this thing out to the range. We're going to run it through its paces. We may just go ahead and keep it on this AR pistol because I don't feel like having to switch the iron sights out on those. Those have already been sighted in. But we'll use it on this guy right here and go from there. But I will tell you this, handsome little devil. There's a whole lot of sights up there. And I may try to see if I can't move that thing back. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. All right, guys, if you got any questions, please don't hesitate in asking in the comment section down below. I'll go ahead and put the link to the website that covers all this stuff right here. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. We end it like this. God bless America. God bless those men and women in uniform 24/7 for our freedom. This freedom's not free. Let's go to boy 32.